Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video where we talk about a newly shown item. This time it is from a third-party Transformers company called Dream Factory, and it's their version of the Transformers Leader Class Bonecrusher figure. So this is quite cool. This is something that was seen in prototype form a long time ago. I mean, months ago. Every now and then we get like another picture of this, but now we finally have like some good, solid images of it, a painted version. It looks like they're getting pretty close on completing this figure and putting it up for pre-order, which is very exciting. Dream Factory, I'm not really familiar with. I don't own any of their previous items. I don't think they have very many items in general, but I do enjoy the fact that they are choosing to make the leader class Bonecrusher. Bonecrusher is a Transformer that I really do enjoy. I love all the Decepticons from the first film, especially the more side ones like Blackout, Bonecrusher, Brawl, and Starscream. Those are my four favorites, probably my four favorite Transformers in general. So I am quite excited to see that they're doing a leader class one, because we do have a deluxe figure of Bonecrusher, which is a very nice figure for a deluxe, but it certainly leaves a lot to be desired, and obviously it's not on the right scale. Bonecrusher was able to fight Optimus Prime and was bigger than Optimus Prime, which means that this figure this character definitely deserves a leader class figure at the very least. So it is nice that they are deciding to do him in the right scale. As far as the figure is concerned, I do think that it looks really good. It does look third party to some degree. Like, if I saw this, I wouldn't think that this is Hasbro. And not because there's more detail on it, just because it has a clunkier look. It has a bit of a clunky look. Not gonna lie, it does look like a third-party figure, but not in a horrible way. But it is noticeably third-party in my opinion, just based on the way that some of it's designed. It doesn't scream Hasbro. But in some ways that's kind of good. So I do like the look of it. As far as the paint, it's pretty good. It's got a nice tan look to it. It's not worn at all. It's too clean. I think that's another thing. Like, it's very clean, which I'm not a big fan of. I wish that it was worn a bit more. As far as the head sculpt, I think the head sculpt's designed really nice. The sculpt of this thing is great. It's the paint that kind of makes it look odd, in my opinion. As you can see from the back, it does look very cool. I love the fact that his claw kind of folds up on the back. I didn't really notice that it did that, like it folded in that way, but apparently it does, which is very cool. I like that a lot. There's not a solid picture of him in robot mode with the claw out in attack mode or anything, which is a shame. That's something I totally would have liked to see. As you can see, here's the vehicle mode, the kind of Humvee, minesweeper, whatever it's called, which does look very cool. It's missing the bulldog decals, obviously, that Bonecrusher has. I believe that they're supposed to go right here, but they're little like a bulldog with like those spikes from the minesweep coming out of its mouth. It's just kind of it was something that was in the movie. Hasbro put it on theirs, so it's a shame that they didn't put that, because that's just a sticker. Like, it would be really easy for them to do that, so that's a shame, but not the end of the world. But it does look very nice in robot or in vehicle mode. Here's the kind of sweep if you have him in vehicle mode. The claw itself looks very long, like extremely long, which is kind of cool. So here you can kind of get a look at scale based on him next to a human, taking the photos. But as you can see, he does look very big. Obviously, you're not going to get a great sense of scale just from that picture. He does have a blaster, which he doesn't use in the movie at all, so I don't quite remember that on him, but apparently he has that. But yeah, overall, I think that this looks like an excellent figure. Painting is a little too clean, in my opinion, but for the most part, I think that it does look excellent. As far as his, here's a good look at scale. I believe this is just with the standard leader class and the deluxe class, both from Hasbro. I don't think that these are customized ones. So as you can see, he's very much in scale with the leader class Brawl, which is quite nice. And yeah, he looks very big. Not quite as wide, but definitely a lot taller, so looking excellent. There's not great photos of him in robot mode, to be quite honest. Like, there's a lot of photos here, but there's not any like where I go, wow, that's a perfect photo. The best one is this one, in my opinion. But you can't really see the claw at all, which is definitely a shame. But overall, I think this looks like a great figure. It looks like it has some good articulation. I'm very excited to see the claw modes, especially in robot mode. Like attacking, and in more positions that I think people would more likely display him in. But I do think that this looks like an excellent figure. I'm quite excited to see the price. I hope that it is of good quality. Obviously, it's third party, so there's not a whole lot to compare it with. I believe Dream Factory has made figures in the past, but I don't think that they've made very many at all. So I definitely want to do some research, make sure that they're a solid, reliable company, that their products are of good quality, and then I'll be very interested to see the price. That's going to be very much make or break on this one, because it's going to be expensive. It's third party, so it certainly won't be Hasbro's regular prices. For a leader class from Hasbro, it should be about 45, maybe 50, but for a custom or a third party, I would assume that this will be over 100. Who knows? They could go way high and do it over 200 or something. That certainly wouldn't be worth it. Just over 100 or like 100, I would probably be interested in this. Anything over like 120 maybe, that's when I really lose interest, I think. But overall, I do think this looks excellent. It's a great character. I hope that they continue to make more figures like this, considering we certainly need one for Shockwave. That's the next one that definitely needs to happen, considering Brawl is taken care of. Hasbro is finally fixing their mistake with Blackout. So yeah, I think that Shockwave is the next one that definitely needs an upgrade size-wise. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this Dream Factory Transformers Bonecrusher Leader Class figure. Well, let me know what you guys think of it, and thanks so much for watching.